David Viscott, we're working on the lines, but that means this is an opportunity for you to learn something that you don't usually learn on this program, something about feelings. Do you know that most people don't know how feelings work? And the truth is that if you don't understand how your feelings work, you really don't understand the world around you. The truth is, the way you see the world is in large part distorted by the feelings that you have not expressed, that you've held in, and that are causing you to see those unexpressed feelings in the world. For example, if you've been hurt turns into anger after a while, and you walk in the world as an angry person, eventually seeing anger in places where it doesn't exist, and the tendency is to react to comments that other people make with anger, and that's why you sound inappropriate. Each of us has a goal in life, and the basic goal of mental health is to tell how you feel to the person who caused you to feel that way, when they caused you to feel that way. The idea is to keep your feelings current, keep your feelings of the moment, and keep them real. If you think about it this way, a person who is not living in the feelings of the moment is living in a world that is already past, and they're trying to catch up with what is going on. If you're holding feelings in, you hold feelings in at a great cost to you. And the cost is the cost of energy. Because to hold anger in place, to hold hurt in place, uses up your emotions, uses up your energy, and causes you, more than anything else, to have less energy to invest in the moment now. When that happens, something strange happens to you. You make less of an investment of yourself in the world around you, and because less is given, you get less coming back. So if you've been hurt, and you're not expressing that hurt, you end up carrying a grudge, going into the world unable to commit to anything, you don't take responsibility for yourself, and the worst thing that happens is you begin to believe that the world is a place where you're not going to get your share of the good things in life. That sounds sad. It is sad. And the reason it's sad is because it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Often when children come from a home in which the parents have been either alcoholic or addicted or otherwise not present for them, they grow up feeling that something is owed them. They try to be perfect. They try to please. But then when they get to a place in life where they're about to have success, something strange happens to them. The thing that happens to them is that they hold back on their success, because to them, with angry parents and feelings from the past that they have not expressed, to be successful to them is a dangerous thing. Why? It's very easy to understand. If they succeed, where is the evidence that they would have for blaming their parents for the way their life turned out? If they succeed, how can they say, look what you did to me? The problem is that most people struggle with this in one way or another. Do you know, a way of looking at this is, adolescence is said to be over when you can do what's right for you, even though it pleases your parents. When you have had a childhood in which there's been a lot of anger and a lot of hurt, and where you have had to hold your feelings in, one of the most difficult things that you can do is succeed and feel good about it. What does this require? Well, it requires, to feel good about yourself, that you have to begin to forgive your parents. How do you forgive someone who's been terrible to you, who's never there, who was never the parent that you needed? Well, the answer is you have to forgive them anyhow. Look at it this way. The essence of forgiving is to let go of the hurt. Think of it this way. If someone called you up on the phone, I want you to think of someone right now who you've hurt, someone you really did something awful to in your life. Shouldn't be hard to find out. Someone you've really hurt. Got that person? All right. Imagine the phone rings, you pick it up, and that person's on the phone, and they say, you know, when you hurt me years ago, I just wanted you to know that the pain no longer bothers me. How would you feel? No, how would you feel? You'd feel relieved, wouldn't you? Well, that relief comes because the other person has let go of the hurt. Letting go of the hurt is the beginning of forgiveness. If you forgive your parents, it means you let them off the hook. That's true. But one of the things that you have to understand is that when you let your parents off the hook, you let yourself off the hook of having to be a failure, because now you can succeed and take pleasure in it. Okay?